here. I don't know. It's my first time doing this, man. Seriously, I'm 70 years old. Okay, and I don't. I'm old school, right? We weren't even allowed to have a calculator in my junior high and high school, so technology was forbidden pretty much back then. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I can remember Texas Instruments calculator, size of a house. Now look, two different worlds I live in. I was a must. I needed to understand, study, and understand the old world so I could bring the knowledge of the captivity that we lived in. And notice I say lived. Beloved, our our asses and our hearts are in the new world, just ready to make the change pretty much. Now a lot of us have, because of our convictions of faith, kind of been living the new world and the old, or at least, preparing and understanding, and because it's important to do that. Man, I tell you, I did okay. Look, I studied everything, right, but I didn't journal. I didn't because I was studying for myself. Once I used to be a preacher and evangelist. I pastored a church for a little while. I left the church in 1999. I I can remember the day I did. I was sitting there preparing a message, and I had all the books out, Strong's Concordance. I think I had three different ancient languages, and because when I prepared a message, I would always love to go back and find out, well, okay, it says this here, but what's this word? So I'd go to the different languages and, go back as far as I could, which definitely a lot of the times made the message different, or I couldn't speak it. I've never been here. Nor did I think so. Nor did I think of studying pretty much everything, the Bible primarily. Okay, because that was I have been protected since I was a youth. So shout out to those tarot readers, channelers that I vetted pretty much down, which you must do, vetted down to specifics between me and them. Test them, right? And not one. Some channelers, okay, Chandler and tarot, some channelers, some tarot, and a little channelers in there, like I'm saying, right? Well, Yeah, it's all there. Synchronicities, clear back. I'm going to blow. Now, please understand, I don't look at things the same as almost anybody right now. And I want to let the world know everything I do or say is out of love and compassion. I own nothing and I owe no one. I decided, well, pretty much lived it my whole life, kind of a minimalist. Never was big on the shiny things. I love nature, always have. I am here to speak of the delusion that we lived in the old world, starting with the Conical Bible. Now, I studied by myself, and I'm by myself now. I, in communities and soul tribes and all that. Yeah, I'm dying for that, right? But I wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed. I wasn't allowed to speak of what I was preparing to do, nor was I allowed to get assistance. Other than, like I said, you know, of late, just at Chandler's and stuff. Um, it's vitally important that humanity wakes up because you're asleep. You're asleep and you're lukewarm. You might say, is that your opinion? No, it's truth. I'm not operating on opinions anymore. I'm not doing it. I have all the faith in my beliefs, and I believe in my faith. I studied this stuff. But I tell you, I'm a knowledge nerd. I love that shit. I mean, by the cousin, this was going to say a while ago, cussing. Okay, they're your words that you invented. You wrote them down, gave them definition, you put them in a book, but then we're told we can't say some of the words. I don't understand. And one of the reasons, one of the reasons I'm here, there's two main reasons I'm here. I'll speak of. By the way, speaking me, listen, 70 years of shit inside of me. I am going to speak. I got to empty this shit, you see, because I wasn't able to release it. I had to contain it. That's not all I contain. It's not all I contain. No. I I am gonna talk. Now I don't know a lot about, all the YouTube and shit. Every once in a while I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna check this out. I don't know, what's the best way and all that to do this? And they say shorts. Put shorts out there. Oh yeah, you'll get many of people. Shorts. You'll make a lot of money. Shorts. I need you to understand one thing. I am not that man. I do not want your money. I am content. So I have everything I need. Seriously. I I live a very simple life so others can simply live. Believe it to my heart, man. Believe it to my heart. And the change that is necessary, I believe also. And I'm going to be a factor in that change. I have no counselor on this planet, on Earth. Uh, Listen, there's nothing between me and my father, nor my mother. Mother's. I'll explain that later. Blew my mind, eh? Okay, me, growing up in the old world, male, right? Libra, October the 6th, 1955, 11:32 a.m. p.m. I do not know. I don't know a lot about astrology and stuff. Okay, came late in the game. Late in the game there, baby. I knew about the old spiritual stuff, right? There's two mentors of mine. By the way, you need to get a pencil and a piece of paper. So maybe you write some of this shit down and you go check it out yourself, eh? Check it out yourself. I think the key to the new world is a living man right now, and his name is Craig Braden. I think I pronounced it right. Craig? Craig Braden. He is like my idol, eh? Smart, you know. It's ironic to me. It's not ironic. Actually, it's the way life is. It's the way the universe operates. Here's Craig Braden. He spent his whole life, okay, learning and teaching many things, many things in many different areas, right? And when I found him, I just knew I had questions, all right, coming into this as I grew older. Like I said, I left the church in '99 because, look, I ran into so many cotton picking questions, okay? In the Canonical Bible, what was that? King James 1611 is what I was utilizing there. Um, and so some of the stuff I already deep down inside of me. Of course, there's a lot of shit I'm going to say in the future that, you know, is just going to blow people's mind. But look, there's one thing that everybody needs to understand. I'm done. I've paid the price. I've been given some. So many things I'm going to say is going to blow your mind. Oops. Anyway. Hey, but I'm just going to, I've just got to unload, okay? So I say, that's what I say, get a pencil or a piece of paper, man. Because I might say something, a name, a date, something about something, and you're going to say, blah, you know, write it down, check it out, find it out for yourself. You're supposed to be the one studying. Wait a minute, what's that? I'm pointing at myself, but my finger's over here. See? Dang, man. Anyway, so I'm going to empty myself. There's things that I have to do here, okay? And only me. Huh? You think that's egotistical for me to say such things? Do you think for one moment that a man who left the world, that's all I wanted to do, huh? I'm give me I'm a minimalist. I'll be out in the woods, out in the country. I don't need much, and well, I would just study until I died. Had fun, enjoyed life, fished. Actually, I was given that opportunity. I know what you might be thinking. Oh boy, here we go. No, the words I speak are true. I was given an opportunity to continue to be blessed until I died, which, know, our life expectancies dropped instead of, we should be males maybe, you know, 82, 83, women, high 80s, because we were coming up. What happened? Cussing again. I need you to understand something. Those are your words. Nobody's going to tell me that I can't speak words that you invented, you wrote down, you taught me, and then said you can't say them. Fuck you. Okay? That's all I got to say about that. And you let me worry about answering to God. That was just, the curse words was just another one of those spiritual things that was written in. Here's this, and here's what it means. What's up? Found under cardinal knowledge. I don't know. I heard that years ago. You know what I mean? They're your words. They're in your books. You gonna show them to me and then tell me I can't say them? Yeah, come on, man. The saying of the words, and they're just words. You know what that? You know that old saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." Come on, man. If someone's walking down the street and they cuss, and you're like, "Hey, hey, hey," come on, man. You're too wrapped up in yourself, and that's the problem Christianity has. Oh, come on, man. I I don't give two shits. I don't about, and I don't mean that in a bad way, okay? Because I've already experienced it. All right, grew up a Christian, mama, good woman, loving woman, godly woman, struggled and died. But at the age of 13, I'm 70. So what's that? 57 years ago? I can remember the age of 13 standing in the kitchen with my mama because I was the fat boy of the family, first of all, okay? I just lost 118 pounds. Well, when you wake up, you want to lose weight? Two things. Stop eating, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Stop eating. Stop eating. If you want to know where your weight should be, take your height and your body structure or whatever, however that is, and how much you're supposed to weigh. I'm supposed to be weighing right now probably like 170, 175. And I'm 206 or something. I was 326 pounds. I was a walking dead man 10 years ago. 2 heart attacks. One moment. Jinxie, how you doing, baby girl? I got to show you guys. This is my granddaughter. My son. I live with my son. He owns this house here. But I want to show you my granddog. Hey, baby girl, look. Jinxie, I think people might want to say hi. How you doing? Hmm? Oh, well, you'll see her more light and all that. But anyway, she's a Shepsky, half shepherd, half husky, and dang, she's the feminine in this house. And she pretty much runs it. Kind of. But she's very blessed to both of us, of course. But I they say don't talk long because you're going to bore people and they're going to stop. Okay. Well, okay. I'm not going to be for everybody. I'm here for everybody. I'm here for the world. Please don't say anything. Don't say anything like I've got some kind of a complex or anything. Fuck no. You think I want to be here? I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I have to be here. And I am in a necessity to show the world what went down and why it is the way it is. And I have to do that whether you like it or not. There's been times in my life I've been around people and they'd be like, well, I'm an atheist and I don't believe in God. Dang, baby, you're raining out. Um, but then after a while, I just look at him and says, well, okay. Well, that's okay. It doesn't make difference whether you believe in God or not. Seriously. Because what is. Okay, you're just a lost avatar bouncing off of shit inside a delusional world that's writing a script. I don't want to blow your mind, but I've got to say this because it is true. I am writing the script. Oh my God, he's fucking insane. If it bothers you when I say fuck, don't look at FUCK. And this is the way I write it. In some of my comments and stuff, you'll see that PHUC. Fuck. If FUCK bothers you, PHUC. Okay, maybe that'll help you. Just visualize that, and maybe your the way you might feel about me, okay, might change, right? If I say fuck it, it's IT on the end of that. The words, the words. Now I know the power of words. Power of words. I know. Okay, I do know that. Those are just words. You put them there. You wrote them there. So don't bitch if I use them, and then don't tell me which ones I can and cannot use. This bullshit on certain things about, you can't say this or that, or we're going to do this or that to you. I don't know if this is ever going to be. I do not know. What am I supposed to look at anyway? Because I'm looking down here, but I thought my camera was supposed to be up there. Anyway, where do I look to catch you right in the eye? That's what I want. You know what I mean? Anyway, this is goofy. I'm doing my best, guys. Seriously. Hey, this ain't gonna last. No. God's made promises. The Spirit has made promises to me. So He has. Well, let's see, Dan. Just real quick, jumping to Danny. I should say that. Okay. And if you ever see the name written capital DAN with a capital E on the end of it, that'd be me. That's Danny. That's the way I do it. And then my inner child, okay, which I'm writing this with. I know I'm losing a bunch of people right now. I'm losing you. But it's a beautiful thing. You need to join. Okay? There's no stress. When I woke up, first of all, my bullshit meter went 100%. And I've been writing there. Okay? But I was given gifts as a young child. So when I finally found what I was looking for, everything else, okay? Now, there is a young lady, beautiful mind, okay? I'm telling you. So, okay, so I went from my studying of 50 years, pretty much, okay, into the transition of after studying Craig Braden, and at the same time, another one I want to say now, when I write these names down, and I would tell you before we go dark for like 3 days, or we're going to lose all communication. You, if you have the time, I'm telling you, there's nothing in your existence right now more important than sitting alone with God. Christ told us there's nothing between us and the Father. Nothing. You know why that is? We're hybrids. Each one that is born is a hybrid of the living God, male or female. There, our link is with our Father, right? The Creator, and our Mother, right? Wait a minute. Wait, Dan. Mother. Mother. Yeah, Mother. Who would that be, Dan? Who is your mother? You earthly or divine? Or, you know what I mean? My Father was the Creator God, not the same God as the Bible. My mother, Gaia. That's where I'm from. I have the wisdom and the blessings of my father because of who I am. But I was born of my mother. I was born of the earth. The divine feminine was premeditatedly and brutally tried to be erased from our history. Do you know who's coming back to make the change? Change? Listen, I am awake. That's what we came here for. Religion, listen to me. Religion is like fear. Doesn't make sense. Yeshua said, what's inside of you will save you, and what's inside of you will destroy you. I know the mark of the beast. I, I was given that knowledge. I brought it with me. I also carry, hey, kind of funny, the movie Taken. Okay, listen, listen. I'm a character, man. I'm a character. I am. I am. There's one thing I want to say. If I've ever hurt you or traumatized you, I would ask that you would forgive me. Please forgive me. It wasn't me. It was me. But those were reactions or fights or whatever. Those were okay, the ego and that's the old world. That's that shit ain't gonna happen in the new world. Well, how do you know that, Dan? Because I'm writing the script. Don't think me crazy, please. When and if you wake up, you'll understand more. Oh, talking about understanding. So there, who do you think the category or the genre of people that I'm speaking to everybody? Okay, so there's going to be Christians, there's going to be atheists, there's going to be awakened, uh, chosen, uh, Christian, Catholic, Islam. I'm not here to piss you off. I don't want to piss you off. I love you. I love everybody. I don't hate. I've never hated. I have never hated. anybody in my life. I don't know hate. I don't know hate. So I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody. I hate nothing. There's certain things. There's certain things that I had to go through. There's certain things I had to see and feel. And I thank God for all my trials and tribulations. Hard for Christians to understand, which is just absolutely as crazy as shit to me. No, I'm serious, it's a heart attack. We know the truth. We know the truth. You won't accept it. I know the mark of the beast. And I'm going to tell you what it is. And then explain to you why it is what it is. Everybody swallow. Take a breath. Not complicated. Not supposed to be. Christ said it's simple as a child could understand. You motherfuckers is the ones that screwed it up. But you're innocent too, for the most part. See? When I said motherfuckers, it was the ones that did what they did premeditatedly knowing what they did. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. The archons, okay, is supposed to be the spirit of the like Nephilim or something like that and all that. I don't know that kind of shit. That kind of shit's I've never dealt with. Shadows, darks in the night. You know, in the for real, never have. Didn't allow it. Didn't allow it. I know people. Hey, shit, there was like Santa Claus on the roof last night, demons bouncing off and scary ass shit. Yeah, well, it could be. Fear. Forgive me. I'm trying to quit smoking. Swear to God I am. And I have quit. Never been much of a smoker in my life. Wanted to quit, I quit. 1 month, 10 years, 2 years, 5 years. Now, I'm struggling. So, send your energy to me, please, because I know it's going to happen. This too shall pass. The new world is beautiful. It's beautiful. How you know, Dan? Come on, man. I told you, I'm writing this shit. Just me? No, 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 no. I was chosen to bring this shit out. Wait, you'll be like, wait, what? No, Dan, I've been, people been saying this shit for a minute, brother. What do you mean? You were chosen to bring it out. Now ain't nobody listening. I study everything. I love everything. I do when it comes to that. I'm not kidding, man. I'm a freak, you know. And I just wanted to get out in the country and get my books and have my animals and those closest loved ones to me and everyone else could kiss my ass. Because you don't know, and I didn't know how to speak because every time I tried, people thinking I'm the devil or something. Could be furthest from the truth. Let me tell you a little bit about what I've done already. You tell me if I'm crazy or not, or somebody who is just absolutely crisp. When I when I realized who Yahweh was, I sat right here in this chair and had a conversation. The title of my channel, now I tried to put it in there, but I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I might send it and today nothing's going to happen. I don't know. But the title of my channel is Walking with Gods. Walking with Gods. And Christians are just going to have, and Catholics and Islam, you're just going to have to, you're just going to have to, the best thing for you to do is to listen. God damn, listen. If you're not strong enough to sit still and listen to somebody speak of something else, if you get angry and you run out and you scream and you run out of the room and you talk shit forever about shit, thinking that you're right because hey, you know what I mean? There it is in the Canonical Bible. I can't hardly speak to anybody now because they go back to reference Canonical Bible because that's all they know. And I can sit here, and I don't. I shut up trying to say anything. I don't give a shit now. No more. I don't give a shit. As a matter of fact, one of the she's probably more. She's a channeler and a tarot reader. Now, anyway, if you know, you know. But what I've got to say and what I'm going to spit, the shit I'm going to spit out into the world, it's you can't stop it. You can't. I've been protected. I have. I am protected. And if you knew anything about astrology and the mystics, which oh boy, you just said it, did you, Dan? Did you? Yeah, I did. Because before a religion, which is not real, just like fear. Before religion, that's what we had, man. It was the mystics. You know, right? Alchemists and witches and astrologers and every goddamn king on the planet had an astrologer. Witches, good witch and bad witch now. Witches and a lot more stones. I mean, they believed in everything that the Canonical Bible stole from us. I'm going to be talking about a lot of this stuff. You know, told someone kind of in a way, hey, I want to do a YouTube channel. What do you think about? Spirituality, religion, stuff like that. Maybe, maybe health. Seems I've lost 118 pounds, got rid of 8 synthetic meds. I proactive. I seldom eat anything out of a box or a can. I prepare my own food, fresh, organic, if I can buy it, which is shit now anyway, too. Come on, man. I get into this. Hey, they're trying to kill you. Oh, people don't understand. Well, I knew I was going to rattle this one. Okay. Yeah, I got to put a lot of shit out there. I think I'll talk until the goddamn battery runs out, to tell you the truth. Because I don't know where to end. I didn't know where to start. I'm Libra. It was prophesied 2025 years ago. Justice will return. I'm sorry I'm late. I didn't know fucking it was me. Okay? I didn't even know about this shit. Little bit when I decided, I just, it ain't worth it to me anymore. I just think I'll go disappear out in, Mother Nature. Fish and be alone. Because I ain't known love either. Not that kind of love. Not personal, intimate love. I've been with some amazing women. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. But there was just nothing there. Nothing there. Now, I've got 5 great grandkids. So it ain't like I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I've just never experienced that. I can't even fathom it, let alone try to explain it. But the opposite is hate, and I've not had that either. I don't understand myself at times. But it's okay. I'm either going to die shortly, that's okay too, or I'm going to live to be about 106. Kind of specific number there, Dad. Well, I did something last year. I do shit I don't even know I'm doing. We'll get into how that shit works. Every goddamn word you say, every thought you have goes out, baby. It's out there. You can set, you can dig a hole 17 feet in the goddamn ground and encase yourself in lead and concrete and say something and think something. But I guarantee you, it's coming out. That's the way it is. That's the way God made it. And the gods are listening. So watch yourself, especially now, especially what you might say about me. The best thing for you to do, see, when I speak, if you get angry, man, See, Christians, I ain't coming down on Christianity. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to tell you that. I tell people now, get into church, find Jesus. I can't say, get into church, you know, go find Yeshua. And then when you find Yeshua and you study, then you should find that, hey, something wrong over here. What else is there then? Pack a lunch and take a walk. What else is there? Mentally, spiritually. Take a walk on the wild side, baby. Because what you find out, what I found out, damn. I mean that. Damn. Hey, baby girl, you want to go inside? You going to go night night? All right, then. You want to go in? All right. Hey, you go get in your bed now. Don't be running around. Yeah. That baby girl, she has a fat boy recliner in the living room. We don't lock our doors. Maybe I shouldn't say that here. I don't give two shits. We don't lock our doors. Yeah. How beautiful. I live in a small town in Indiana, baby. We don't lock our doors here. Well, I mean, when it's hot, you don't have air conditioning. I'm kind of happy. Tell you the truth. I don't care for it too much. Now this shit's coming this week. Next week's gonna be something to deal with. But I didn't grow up with it, so shit. I tell people, you know, we've gotten so used to air conditioning, and god dang, if it was to go like that, right? People are going to dead. Literally, I'm serious. And then you're going to spend freaking months just trying to adjust of how to live. And you know what you're going to be searching for? The old ways. The old ways. They're coming back. Why are the old ways making such a cotton picking, yeah, like the phoenix coming out? You know what I mean? How do you heat your house in the winter without electricity? How do you collect water? There's nothing we need that can't be done without all the bullshit. Without all of the god dang shit. The old ways were lost premeditatedly. When I speak of things like that, now you see this flag behind me. I love my country. I'm a patriot. I'm a patriot, baby. Now I went to the military in '74. I went overseas. I joined the service. And I fought my ass off to join the service. Because I was a young teenager when this kicked off. Well, actually, it literally kicked off before I was even born. But, in my teen years, mid 60s, some of the best times in my life. When the first age of Aquarius came in, 13, 14 years old, I didn't know about that shit. I just knew all the girls took the bras off. You should have seen some and my buddies running around this little town. When these high school girls and shit, and they were beautiful anyway, but then all of a sudden, and the women too, the young women, it's like everybody's titties are hanging. They're not, what is it going on? Well, before, see, because we lived it, see. I was at the age where I experienced it before, modesty and all that, which, there ain't nothing wrong. I didn't mean it that way. I I, I love modesty for a number of different reasons. But anyway, So, so just coming into awareness of the world, and then because it all happened in like one summer, it was like, yeah, it's two bumps. Two, damn, it has contours and it's got things and when and and I'm like, oh my god. But see, I lived through that. Age of Aquarius. Here we go again. What made what truly made me decide to speak? Like I said, I was given an option. Don't do it, Dan. You'll live the rest of your life not not really caring or knowing that the rest of the world will never mess with you, never, you'll be happy and then you'll die. And then you'll come back up here and then, you know, you know, one thing I got about trying to figure out how to do a YouTube is because the guy was saying, yeah, do shorts, put out 50 shorts a day, man. Go make money. Go, and he's going to, and crew and people and subscribers. I don't give two shits about that. Now, God told me this is going viral. This is going viral. So I guarantee you, I've been wrestling with mom and dad and the universe for 2 months. Wait a minute. It is embraced.